Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Tottenham Hotspur. In the Premier League, we are 5th place after 3 games. The last episode I said we've got 2 matches that we should easily win. We had Cardiff and we had Leicester. And Cardiff wasn't as easy as I thought. We ended up losing 3-2, but that is not the full story of the game. We got battered. Absolutely battered by Cardiff. Son Heung-min actually opened the scoring for us after 17 minutes. Callum Patterson equalised. Then into the second half, Harry Kane put us back in front. A Bakuna penalty on 56 minutes. I can't remember who gave it away. I think it was Davinson Sanchez. That's why he got subbed. Yes, it was, because he got subbed 1 minute later. Junior Hoilett scoring the winning goal in the 73rd minute. But look at these match stats in favour of Cardiff. If that was the other way around, I would have been annoyed that we didn't score more goals, because only scoring 3 and letting in 2 is quite bad for Cardiff. However, against Leicester City, basically the same team decided to perform in this one. A 2-0 victory here, Harry Kane with both the goals. 24 shots and 14 on target. We should have scored more, shouldn't we? So, as I've mentioned, that does put us 5th place in the table. So far, Manchester United are the only team with a 100% record. Brighton, strangely, somehow in 2nd place without a defeat after 3 games. And then it's Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham all on 6 points. Manchester City haven't lost, but they have drawn twice. Same with Chelsea. And also Cardiff, they're in 7th as well, who haven't lost a game either. And Wolves, who've only played twice. A spot of transfer news as well before we get into the Manchester United game. Eric Lamela has gone out on loan to Real Sociedad until the end of the season. They are paying half of his wages. I had no real plans of playing him, so I'm not too disappointed that he's gone. A chance today then to knock Manchester United off their perch, get rid of their 100% record. So far, though, they are doing very, very well. They're a slow starter, apparently. Slow second-half starters. 4 of the 8 goals conceded in the last 9 matches have come in the last 15 minutes. In the first 15 minutes, of the second half. That's interesting. We're not going to take actual, awareness of it. We're not going to kind of take advantage of that. But, just so we know it's there. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. In goal is going to be Hugo Lloris. Back 4 of Serge Aurier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen and Ben Davies. Eric Dyer will be the defence midfielder with Eriksson, Sissoko and Dele Alli in front of them. I've kind of rearranged a little bit. Ali's now going to be the box-to-box. Sissoko's going to be that roaming playmaker because he's most natural there. No one's natural there, but he's most natural. And Eriksson is going to be a Carrilero because that kind of fits his stats the best in a way. Harry Kane is going to be partnered by Lucas Moura up front. We do have a few injuries at the moment. Son Heung-min currently out injured. Victor Wanyama still injured. Harry Winks wasn't injured, and now he has a cold, I think, so he's missing. Obviously, Vincent Janssen still injured. Paleo Murillo is injured as well. I'm not sure how long he's out for. 6 days to 2 weeks. Scott McTominay also can't play against his parent club. This is a big opportunity for us to kind of put our stake in the ground and go, look, we are a good team. We're going to be a good team this season, and we're not going to be messed with. But I think against Manchester United, they've played 3, they've won 3. I can't see us getting anything from this match. The next match against Southampton, however, that's probably where we're going to get some points, isn't it? 10 minutes in, and the first highlight of the match starts with a De Gea goal kick, and Lukaku's gone for a very cheeky little lob, tries to get over Lloris, but doesn't manage to do it. Chelsea have taken the lead. I think a few other teams have also taken the lead. I'm guessing Arsenal have, so have Liverpool. So we've dropped down to 6th. Throw on for Davies. Finds Dele Alli, who heads on. Lucas Moura runs inside, curls it. He tried to curl it, didn't he? He didn't really get too much curl on it. Hits it well wide of the post. Shaw with a throw on for United. Lukaku back to Luke Shaw. Everton have taken the lead against Bournemouth. Intercepted, but we've lost the ball immediately. Shaw to Pogba. To Llorente, back to Shaw. Back to Lindelof. They're passing it around in the middle. They're not going anywhere at the moment. Alexis now plays it through to Lukaku. He has to score that. And that was awful defending. That was really bad defending. I don't know who we blame for that. It was certainly one of the 2 centre-backs. I'm not sure who was supposed to be marking him. I'm guessing it's number 5. It's Vertonghen, isn't it? Vertonghen just lost Lukaku. Number 6, Alderweireld, I assume. Number 4, sorry, just played him onside. We're 1-0 down. Maybe we need to look at taking advantage of their slow starters in the second half, because we are slow starters all over the pitch at the moment. Half-time then, Manchester United are the better side. It's actually very close. We're not having any good shots. They've had a lot of shots. We're going to give you an aggressive team talk. Show me something else. Moira and Kane, very, very poor in the first half. Same with Dele Alli. and Eriksson and Davies. We've just got a lot of players not playing very well. Right, Moira's coming off for Rodale Richards because we don't have too many options in the old striker department. We've either got Rodale Richards or Troy Parrott. And Troy Parrott, he's not bad. He's not terrible. But I think Rodale Richards is probably a better player at the moment. I was not expecting Rodale Richards to play as many games as he has. Kane's in the area, first highlight of the second half, and we almost did take advantage of their slow start in the second half. Davies with a free kick. He's on a 6.3. He's put it in the back of the net. That is definitely going to boost his rating. 1-1. Ben Davies from the free kick. 48.5 minutes on the clock. We are back in the game, and we have taken advantage of slow starting Manchester United. He's gone from a 6.3 to an 8.2 thanks to one free kick. We are playing it so much better this half. We need to get another goal, and then we will move up quite a distance in the table. We'll probably move up into third, possibly second, fourth. It'll be fourth, wouldn't it? We are no way going to catch Arsenal's goal difference. 15 minutes left. Dele Alli is going to come off. We've got no central midfielders. We have zero central midfielders. Right, someone. Eric Dyer. I feel like this is a bad idea. We're going to go Dyer to the box. Dele Alli for Davidson Sanchez. Oh my, what am I doing here? I think Alderweireld can be a DM, right? Like, you can kind of do it. It's a risk. It's a huge risk. It's more of a risk that Davidson Sanchez is on. I should have brought on Rick van Drongelen. He's on the bench. I don't know why I didn't bother. We've got 10 minutes to play. Still 1-1 at the moment. Final 5 minutes. Harry Kane is going to be saying goodbye. And we're going to bring on Troy Parrott. We've got two 16-year-olds up front. Although, yeah, Rodale Richards is now 17. We've got a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old on up front against Manchester United. I don't think it's going to make a difference, though, is it? Into injury time. There's 4 minutes of it in total. Not a lot has happened in this match at all. Parrott with the ball with 10 seconds to play. Aurier tries to cross it in. Can't do it. Alderweireld, the defence midfielder, collects the ball. Sissoko tries to play it across. The full-time whistle has to go now. Alderweireld, what a tackle that is. Ben Davies all the way back to the goalkeeper. Referee, do you fancy blowing the whistle? He's finally blown the whistle. It's a 1-1 draw. I'll take a draw against Manchester United, a team that had won 3 of 3. They've now dropped some points. The table's not particularly great reading, is it? Down in 8th place after 4 games with Newcastle and Brighton ahead of us. Brighton's still undefeated after 4 games because they managed to beat Huddersfield. Up next, we have Southampton. But before we get to the Southampton game, we've got the Champions League group stage draw to happen. And I'm not quite sure whether I want a good, an easy draw or a difficult draw. Because I don't care for the Champions League. I want to win the Premier League. That's my goal. Before the Champions League draw, we have the Carabao Cup draw. I always forget this happens at the same time. We're just going to do that. We have got Accrington, so that should be a nice, easy victory. Normally, I'd play our youth team, like a bunch of kids in this match. We don't have a lot of kids to play. Rodale Richards probably will start, though. This is what we're after, the Champions League group stage draw. We, I believe, are second seeds. We are second seeds, so we're going to draw the first round very quickly. And then we're going to work out what team of that would be like the most. Lokomotiv Moscow, he's probably the one we're after, isn't it? Because, let's face it, everyone else is bloody difficult. We've got Real Madrid. Well, Lokomotiv Moscow, then, is definitely out of the window. Right, third seeds then, Schalke, Salzburg, PSV, Lyon, Monaco, Moscow, and Valencia. Although we can't get Valencia and we can't get Liverpool. Maybe a PSV. I'd take PSV or Salzburg. We've got PSV. PSV is good. Okay, final seeds. The 4th seeds then. Victor Pilsen, Club Brugge, Inter Milan, Spartak Moscow, Celtic, Galatasaray, Hoffenheim and AEK. We can have all of them. And to be honest, anyone but Inter? Spartak Moscow. That's not an easy group, is it? That is a very difficult group. Real Madrid, Spartak Moscow and PSV. I've not even looked at some of the other groups. I'm actually going to have a look. Where is it? Where is the... Where is it? It's there. Group E was the Lokomotiv Moscow one, wasn't it? Napoli, Valencia, Club Brugge, Lokomotiv Moscow. So that's not particularly, easy group either. They're all fairly on par. Welcome back to the second match of the episode against Southampton. My team, Southampton. They obviously, real life, not doing particularly well in this. They're doing a little bit better. Still not great, though. The starting lineup we're going to go for then in goal is going to be Lloris. The back four stays the same with Aurier, Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen and Ben Davies, who, for that Manchester United goal, also won goal of the month somehow. pretty bad month for goals, I imagine. Eric Dyer is going to be the defence midfielder. Ericsson, Sissoko and Scott McTominay are going to be the midfield because Dele Alli has picked up a minor injury. I don't think he's properly injured. He hasn't got properly injured, but he is out for a couple of days, so I don't really want to risk him. The strikers are going to be Harry Kane as the pressing forward, and Rodell Richards is going to be the poacher. I've decided Rodell Richards is going to be my little project for this save. I'm going to try and make him play as many games as possible, and I'm going to be very happy when he finally scores a goal. Southampton are playing an extremely weird starting lineup. And by extremely weird, I mean, Dragovic and Abate obviously don't play there in real life. Some guy on the bench as well, never heard of him. Alban Tosser, sure, him. And James Ward-Prowse as a defence midfielder. Sure, I don't think that's not a common thing. Also, El Yunusi's playing, which very rarely happens. I'm hoping for a much better performance than what we had against Manchester United in the first half, because Manchester United were all over us. I'm hoping, because it's little old Southampton, we should be all over them in the first 45 minutes at least. Quarter of an hour in, we've had no highlights. Southampton have had no shots. We've had 3, just the one on target. First highlight is taken until the 23rd minute. Redmond running through with the ball for Southampton. Across, El Yunusi's in the area, and of course he scored. He was offside. We've conceded, but El Yunusi luckily was offside, and it remains 0-0. How close was he? I don't think he was particularly far offside. He wasn't, but he definitely was offside. A little bit of a scare there. Second highlight, Alderweireld now to Richards. Sissoko plays it all the way across to Ben Davies. He's got 3 in the box if he can find any one of them. Ericsson's gone for goal. It is over the bar. What a volley that was. Final 10 minutes of the first half, we have been the much better side, but we've still only had 1 shot on target, and only 5 in total, and Southampton have had 64% possession. That is insane. We probably need to have a shouting match at our team, don't we? Every half-time we're going to get an angry team talk, because at the moment, every half-time we're playing badly. It's the strikers, Kane and Richards, also McTominay, and Ericsson also playing badly. Eric Dyer is playing, everyone's playing badly again. I said in the last episode that this formation is very good, and it is very good, but for some reason, every now and then, players just refuse to play well. Abate tries to go into the area, McTominay can clear the ball to Harry Kane. He's got Rodell Richards with acres of space if he wants to use them. He passes to Rodell Richards, and the 17-year-old has his first goal of the season. It has only taken 5 matches, and I think he's only played about 4 of them. We are 1-0 up against Southampton, against the run of play, but I am very, very happy Rodell Richards has his first ever Premier League goal. Quite an easy finish, but I don't care. That goal moves us up to 6th place in the table, 10 points. It's very close at the top of the table. Obviously, 5 matches in, it is all going to change as the season goes on. I'm starting to think Ericsson as a Carolero doesn't really work. We're going to bring on Harry Winks, who starts the game off injured. He's just come back from his injury, and then he picked up a cold. So Harry Winks is going to be on for the final 20 minutes. Corner for Ward-Prowse. It is deep. Austin is there. Vestergaard scored, hasn't he? It's 1-1. Yannick Vestergaard, his 2nd goal of the season, and it is 1-1 against Southampton. Dragovic with a free kick for Saints. Bertrand on the left, forward to Redmond, gets tackled by Winks, who's already picked up a yellow card. Aurea, long ball smashed upfield towards Kane. Kane's going to get there first because neither the goalkeeper or the defender went for it. It took 2 attempts, but Harry Kane has finally put it in the back of the net. Does a lovely forward roll to celebrate. We've got 15 minutes left to play. There is still plenty of time for Southampton to get back into this match. 7 minutes left. Son Heung-min is going to come on for Rodell Richards. I know he's scored a goal, but I think we probably need to look at trying to get another goal ourselves. Vertonghen for Davidson Sanchez. That is a risk every time. I don't know what it is about Davidson Sanchez, but I don't trust him, and I have no idea why. 5 minutes to play. Proper highlight then, starting with Eric Dyer and Sissoko passing it between the pair of them. Sanchez forward to Dyer, back to Davidson Sanchez. We need to smash it upfield, please. Do something with it. McTominay. Sanchez and McTominay passing it forward. Tries to find Harry Kane. He's got Son in there. He's going to go alone, isn't he? It's a save from the goalkeeper. We're going to get a corner. I don't know what it is with our counter-attacks, but they seem to work. Ben Davies with the corner. Where is it going to go? Towards Son. He's not going to get there. McTominay, the Scottish international, Manchester United loanee, collects it to Dyer. Where are you going to go? You're going all the way back to the goalie, aren't you? I can see it already. 5 minutes of injury time, and we are 2 minutes in, and we have a highlight. Ward-Prowse for Southampton. Armstrong and Ward-Prowse passing it to Ryan Bertrand. Redmond to Lamina. Charlie Austin all the way across to Abate, who's got a yellow card. Crosses in. Redmond's there at the back, and it's 2-2. Oh, I just knew it was happening. I could see it coming. It's going to be a draw, and that is not a very good result. We've drawn 2 at home. They've battered us as well. What's happened there? We've got a corner. Ben Davies takes it. Is it going to be the final highlight of the game? McTominay across to Winks. Are we going to actually go for goal? He does go for goal. It was optimistic. It's over the bar. It is going to end 2-2 at Wembley Stadium, and I think Southampton will probably be a little bit annoyed that they didn't get more than that. A 93rd minute equaliser then from Redmond has kind of tripped us up a little bit. We're down in 8th place. Burnley ahead of us, who still have a game in hand. Burnley could go top of the table if they win their game in hand against Wolves. That could actually happen. I'm thinking what we're going to do for the next match, which you won't see, which is against West Ham in 14 days because there's an international break, is we are probably going to go to this formation here, the 4-1-4-1 DM wide, which is another formation that I use quite extensively with Dunkirk. It worked quite well. Let's do a quick ask the assistant to pick. So this is possibly something that we might see, maybe. Obviously, players like Eric Dyer and stuff like that probably will be starting. Where is Eric Dyer? Is he injured? Dele Alli's obviously, yeah. Players like Dyer and Davies and people like that might actually come into the starting lineup, but we're probably going to go with this for the next match or 2. Well, it wasn't exactly a great episode, was it? 2 games, 2 draws, 2 points. We scored 3 goals, but let in 3 as well. That's how draws work, Stuart. So, next episode, we are not going to go very far because I'm trying to get quite a few of the big games in. We're not going to have the first Champions League group match against PSV, but we might have Chelsea and we might have Liverpool with a little Accrington Stanley sandwich in the middle. And then after that, it's probably Spartak Moscow and Man City. We're probably going to have all of these matches in the space of 2 episodes. Oh, we've also got Real Madrid there, haven't we? Oh, maybe, I don't know. Why am I talking about this? It doesn't matter. Next episode, it's going to be there and there. That's what's definitely going to happen, I'll tell you that much. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Tottenham. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back next time for the Chelsea and Liverpool games.